The demand for solar surveillance trailers is exploding nationwide. They're the #1 fastest growing segment in the security industry. It's projected worldwide over $2 billion in sales this year. There's a reason they're so effective, and we're going to explain that to you and how they work. Now, I can tell you from experience, when a trailer is deployed on site, it has an immediate impact on crime and nuisance public behaviors. In fact, they're so effective, the insurance industry a lot of times will not insure a general contractor for a new construction site until he has the trailers deployed. That's how effective they are. But it's not just for construction. You're seeing them in shopping malls, private branding trailers for police departments, and for corporate America. That's what we're going to get into. Why are they buying them? Why are they renting them? It's because of what they can do. We'll use our Sentry Pro as an example. It requires no power or communications. It's mobile, it's easy to deploy, and it's easy to move. It puts eyes on site in real time. It deters crime and nuisance behaviors, and it provides live event monitoring and police dispatch. It's an effective site management tool. It costs much less than guard services, and it meets your insurance requirements. These are just a few of the benefits that the systems provide. Now, before we discuss more about what they do, it's important for us to understand what they're made of or what they consist of. So let's take just a moment here. All systems have some mechanism to put the cameras up around the 18 to 23 foot mark. Cameras installed on commercial buildings are usually installed around the 13 foot mark. We put our cameras at the 18 foot mark, and we do this because it's a perfect balance between height and distance. If you go any higher, you're looking at the top of people's heads, and if you go any lower, you may not see the distance that you want. Now, the industry uses two types of masts. There's a telescoping mast and a tilt-up steel mast, which is what we use. We stay away from the telescoping mast simply because of the movement at the top of the mast. All of them have movement. Even in a wind, the top of the mast will move a couple of inches. Now, I've had people say, well, so what's the big deal? Well, if you're in the industry and you know cameras, when you have a camera zoomed in at a gate 200 or 300 feet away, and you have a camera moving 2 inches up top, the horizontal sway at the target location is going to be 2 to 3 feet. And so forget about accurate human detection because the camera's moving so wildly in a reasonable breeze that your detection might drop to less than 50% accuracy. So we stay with the tilt-up steel mast because the masts don't move. Each manufacturer offers different configurations. We found that the most effective is to have a total of 6 cameras on the trailer. We put 2 long-range PTZs, 2 mid-range PTZs, and 2 360-degree cameras for a self-defense system that we'll talk about here in a minute. On-site two-way communication is critical for active deterrence because it gives you a way to broadcast and communicate to the people on site that they need to leave. It's got a microphone in it as well, so you can engage in people. Hey, guy with red shirt, you're in a protected area. We're dispatching, you need to leave now. It works. It just works. People go, oh, they'll be sneaking around. They'll actually just stand up and start walking away. They're just like, we're caught. Our solution allows you to customize the cameras on the mast. So we can also put license plate recognition cameras on there. We can put thermal cameras for long-range human detection. But we also put cameras front and back on the mast that generates a self-defense system that's unique to our trailer that really keeps the vandalism and the tampering to almost zero. The tongue storage compartment is where we store the camera assembly. It secures the cameras so for travel and also good for storage of the tongue wheel once you deploy. All trailers have a leveling system to keep the mast level so the cameras are level. Sturdy steel frame supports our 800 watts of fast track solar charging. This allows the system from a complete drain to completely recharge in 8 hours of sun for another 7 to 10 days of operation. The video management system is key. It's what makes the system run. And we keep on board a high-performance NVR network video recorder which operates on our cybersecure software. It's the same software we install in large buildings, police departments, universities. You can manage an entire campus with the software, but it's very easy to use, it's very powerful, and it has the latest AI. It'll detect human form, it'll count people, it'll detect cars. You've got optical zoom, digital zoom, night vision, audio, remote playback, remote download. It's a perfect platform to remotely manage a site, not just provide security and crime deterrence. The standard Sentry comes equipped with 6 weeks of HD 24-hour continuous video recording, which remotely users can access and download pieces of the video that they need. The communication is provided by either cellular or satellite. Most systems are equipped with cellular data plans, unlimited data plans, but when you're in areas where there just is no service or the cellular communications is poor, that's when you want to go to satellite. Now we equip the Sentry with Starlink communications, which I believe we're the only trailer that actually provides that service right now. But that's brilliant because it doesn't matter where you are. We don't care if you're on top of a mountain or you're at a high pressure gas facility in the middle of nowhere and you need to monitor your gauges. Not a problem. The Sentry's ready to go with a satellite link. The power system consists of 3 components: the solar panels, a charge controller, and the batteries. The amount of batteries dictates how long a system can operate without sun. We equip our systems with 7 to 10 days of battery backup with a full charge within 8 hours of direct sunlight. Now let's talk about the overall design of the system, the complete package, the complete solution. You'll notice that ours looks a little different than the others. That's because we addressed it from the ground up. We decided let's not just follow the pack, but let's address the issues and the problems and the technology that's coming out right now, and how can we incorporate that in an effective way. Well, our patent pending design is a big hit with municipalities and police departments. Here's why. Our systems are really easy to deploy. You don't actually need any technical training whatsoever, and you don't even need any specialty tools. 10-minute setup. I've got a complete video at the end of this. I encourage you to watch it because it shows you how simple the trailer is. Okay, now we have a good understanding of the components that create the trailer and the solution. So let's talk about how they operate and how effective they are. There's 3 basic ways to use the system. You can use the system just as a site management tool, and you can access the video and the live camera feeds whenever needed and just use it as a management tool. Did the delivery show up on time? Did so-and-so close the gate? That kind of stuff. But then you can also set it up for alerts after hours called self-monitoring, which will push motion detection alerts, human detection alerts right to your phone. And you can self-monitor and go, hey, that guy's not supposed to be there. You can hit the talk down and say, hey, you need to leave. And then you can call the police yourself and you can say, hey, I visually verified there's a person that's trespassing on our property and we would like you to dispatch and go by as quickly as possible. Now, that's basically what the monitoring center does, except the customer is hands-off. So same thing with monitor deterrence. The first thing we do is when we deploy the trailer, you set it up so that there's detection zones and schedules. And so if someone's doing something in a certain area, or if a human form is going one way or the other, or if someone's loitering, we can automatically launch alerts right to the monitoring center, which they receive in seconds. They'll watch that video live, and if someone is loitering, they'll use the talk down and say, hey, please move on, this is a secured area. If they're doing something that's obviously in the process of a crime, they'll still do the active deterrence, and then they will dispatch the police. Once the police are dispatched, they'll follow up with the police. They'll do a report at the end of the day that will show the time they dispatched, the video that triggered it, when the police were dispatched, and the police results after they went on site. That's all documented and sent to the customer as a report the following day. That service is called Active Deterrence, Live Monitoring, and Dispatch. So your total operational cost to run a trailer like this is your data plan, which will range anywhere from $100 to $130 a month, and any monitoring, live monitoring and deterrence per camera. And that's how the service is charged. So maybe you got all 6 cameras on your trailer, but maybe only 1 or 2. One looks at a gate, the other looks at a bunch of parked trucks. You're worried about catalytic converters being stolen. Maybe you only need 2 of them monitored. So what we do is we just set up active monitoring on those 2 cameras, and it's billed as a low monthly cost for each camera. Okay, you know a lot about our trailers, but you don't know very much about us. So let's real quickly get that taken care of. So we've been in operational 13 years. We have over 30,000 customers nationwide. We have thousands of 5-star reviews, award-winning technical support, and we offer the industry's longest warranty of 5 years. Our market is nationwide. We are out of Salt Lake City, Utah, corporate-wise, but our sales mimic the population distribution of the United States. Our customer profile is thousands of small businesses, a lot of middle-sized corporations, large corporations, construction developers, property managers, church, schools, universities, and lots of city and federal agencies. Well, you've stuck with us this far, which means you have some interest in our products and our services. If you'd like to know more, go to our website. We have lots of information on rentals, purchasing, customization, and you can even schedule a live Zoom demo so you can see these systems in operation. The last thing I would like to ask you to do is invest 2 minutes of your time to watch the installation and setup video that's next. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Summer with Backstreet Surveillance. Let's set up a sentry. Step 1, you're going to want to find a reasonably flat area to deploy. Next, point the solar panels true south. Next, level the trailer. Next, remove the security strap on the mast. Next, we need to open the camera storage compartment. All keys are kept in this combination security box. Open the camera storage compartment. The cameras are securely stored. Remove the protective plastic from the lens. Secure the camera assembly. Attach the active deterrence cameras. Make sure that the trailer is still level. And my favorite part, deploying the mast. Secure the mast with the locking mechanism. Next, we power the system on. Now remove and store the tongue wheel. Let's secure the storage compartment. Return the keys to the security box. And that's how you set up a sentry.